Hey everyone, and how you doing? So I thought I'd give you guys a very quick midweek update because I've made a little bit of progress on the Fiat 500 and I wanted to show you the problem that I'm having at the moment with the ST. So let's go over to the Fiat and I'll show you what we found. Okay, so if you remember the last time we were having problems with the 500 and I had stripped back this loom here, and what I found was this really thick tape that was covering. So I figured that that wasn't the issue with, because these cars are notorious for the cables fraying. I've seen it on YouTube, and also Rob from Salvage Build UK also highlighted it. So I was having a little chat with Rob, as we do, and he was absolutely categorically swearing blind that it had to be the wires in here, and I doubted it, to be honest. But you know what, Rob does these cars all the time, so I took it apart and this is what I found. As you can see, the wires were frayed. So the black wire and the brown wire, they were both quite badly cut. The green wire was cut altogether, and then there's a little red and white wire that was also cut. So what I did, rather than put those cables together, I just lengthened them because there wasn't enough length in the cables to actually fasten them back securely. So I lengthened them and then use the bonding that I used to repair the car, and then we've now put it together. And now if I press a button, it opens. It works absolutely fine, and that fixed it. So thank you, Rob, good catch, but you are the Fiat man. So that's one good bit of good news. So that's all fixed, so that saves me some money on getting an electrician in. Now let's turn our attention to the ST. Okay, so Fiesta update. As you can see, we've got the headlights in. I'm going to show you the problem that I have. So I'm going to connect up the electrics. Straight away you can see that those lights are on. Now I've had all four lights on, I've had all four lights off, but interestingly enough, let me show you something. If I turn on the indicators, you see that the dashboard lights up fine, and you also see that the side indicator there is working, and that side over there is also working. But these lights are on solid, both of them on solid. And the back ones, I've taken the back ones off because I wanted to check the wiring. The wiring's all right, but if you look at the lights here, there was a whole load of Scotch locks which I have taken off, and in fact you can see Scotch locks on these ones as well. These are not the issue though, because all they are doing is they've had accessories on here. Now I've managed to contact the original owner of the car. I'm showing you some pictures on the screen now. This is what the car looked like when it had the accident. Now the original owner, a guy called Ricky, nice guy, been corresponding with him on Facebook. Now he obviously had done a lot of mods, he'd taken the car to events, etc. So he had various bits and bobs on there. So I'm at a loss as to what this could be. Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated, but I do have a hunch that it could be the BCM, the body control module, because that controls the indicators, and I think the fault might be in there. Now I have run a code scanner on the car and it's not showing me anything. The codes are all coming up clear. So yeah, that's my next big problem that I need to resolve. But other than that, the car is absolutely fine. It's just those issues with the indicators that need to be resolved. And of course, the problem with these lights now is that they stay on, and it means that the battery just drains overnight. I've already had to charge the battery, so at the moment what I'm doing is I'm keeping the battery disconnected. So yeah, so that's the issue with this car, but we'll get to the bottom of it, and we just need to do some more experimentation. And any comments you want to put as to what you might think it is below will be greatly received. So that's good news about that. And the last thing I'm going to show you now is back on the Fiat. So one or two of you highlighted the fact that there's a little dent on this pillar here. I'm going to see if I can get it. It's just here, and many of you said that you saw on the previous video that it wasn't there, and I thought, no, that's always been there. But actually I looked on that video and you're absolutely right. So I think something has fallen on that and caused that dent. It literally is just a minor dent. It's so superficial, but as some of you highlighted, this is a structural part of the vehicle, so I'm going to get it looked at to see if I can see what's best to recommend on that, and then take it from there. But yeah, it's a strange one. And some of you have also mentioned about this dent here. Again, that one was definitely there from the beginning, and I'm not going to deal with that, because bearing in mind this car is a 2012 car, so it's 7 years old, and the amount of money it will cost to repair that, I might see if we can get it knocked out to flatten it out a bit. But it's a 7-year-old car. You can't expect perfection from a 7-year-old car, and I know I'm going to get a whole lot of abuse because of that, but it is what it is, gents. You know, I can either spend £450 spraying, getting it paint, because even though it's white, it's in the middle of the panel, so you can't really paint that without actually painting the whole panel. And a few of the body shops that I've inquired have said exactly that really they have to paint the whole panel, not just even the paintless, the dent repair companies. They said that they can knock it out from the back, but in terms of repairing it, not much they can do. So we're going to have an attempt to try and make that better. At least pop it out and see if it looks better, but that's about it. And again, for a 7-year-old car, you're never going to get the type of bodywork that you're going to expect from a brand new car, and people don't expect that either, you know. So yeah, but we'll see if we can make it better. That's the main thing. But the best thing about this car is the fact that this is fixed and working properly, and that grommet is also fixed as well, which is brilliant. So very happy with that. And you can see my Fiesta looking at me in the garage, indicators going off on the side, but none. That actually is quite a menacing look, isn't it? So anyway, I thought I'd just give you a quick update, midweek update, because contrary to popular belief, stuff does happen during the week. So more to come on Monday. So Monday the plan is to get this car back together. So we're going to put the bumper on, we're going to put the new bonnet that I've got, line it all up and see how we go with that, and then maybe just take it out in the yard here for a little drive. We can't take it out on the road yet because I haven't got a V5 and it's not taxed, neither is it insured, so that's a no-no. But certainly we'll hopefully get it back together and then have a look at it in some more detail and see if we can get to the bottom of this earthing problem. So have a good week, guys, and we will see you on Monday.